Please welcome once again the President of La Roche University, Dr. Christina Clark, to deliver her inaugural address.
Good morning, everyone. It is with deep humility, gratitude, and excitement that I stand before you today as the 8th President of La Roche University. I'm honored by your presence and participation in this ceremony. I want to begin with thanks. To our Board of Trustees, thank you for your confidence. To the Sisters of Divine Providence, thank you for your founding vision and unwavering commitment. To the 2 former presidents who are here with us today, Sister Mary Joan Coltis, our 4th president who is watching our live stream, and Margaret Huber, our 5th president, thank you for your impactful leadership strengthening La Roche by growing enrollment and expanding campus with the Palumbo Science Center and the Huber Academic Center, respectively. To our faculty, staff, alumni, and friends, thank you for sustaining this extraordinary community. And to our students, thank you for reminding us every day why we're here. I'm delighted to have my family, close friends, and colleagues from around the country with me here today. To Greg and Genevieve, thank you for your love and for moving with me from Nebraska to Virginia to Scranton and now to Pittsburgh. Those who knew me as a teenager would be astonished to see me here today. Back then, college was definitely not part of my plans. I was training to become a professional ballet dancer. But those who know my family background would probably not be surprised. My father, a career Army officer, served in Korea and later as Provost Marshal of the 2nd Field Force in Vietnam. My mother, a parochial school teacher, returned to work while we lived in the Philippines and continued until her retirement. Both were among the first generation in their family to earn a college degree. Their values, rooted in Catholic faith and Catholic social teaching, shaped me and my sisters Celia and Kathleen: education, compassion, empathy, service, ethics, and civic responsibility. My mother often told us when we were fighting as children, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all, and imagine how you'd feel if someone did that to you. As we grew up, we had interesting dinner table conversations about our days and national and world events. One thing that my father talked about was the Uniform Code of Military Justice, explaining the difference between lawful and unlawful orders. Those conversations taught us about ethics, integrity, and courage. They were formative and timeless lessons, timely then and timely now. This background led my sisters and me to careers of service, just as our parents modeled. I've spent most of my career in Catholic higher education, seeking institutions aligned with my values. At La Roche, I found the perfect fit. We gather today on sacred ground. In 1963, the Sisters of Divine Providence founded La Roche College to prepare women religious for service and leadership. They believed that education was a force for social good. Under their care, La Roche quickly grew into a place that met students where they were and helped them succeed. That culture of care continues today in our mission to foster global citizenship, integrate liberal arts and professional education in creative ways, empower lifelong learners, and promote justice and peace in a constantly changing global society. Our history is marked by bold innovation. In the 1990s, the Pacem in Terris program, created by then-President Monsignor William Kerr, brought to La Roche more than 400 students from 71 countries, many from conflict or post-conflict regions. This was not simply education, it was peace building through education, and it remains a powerful example of our mission in action. In 2019, La Roche became the first institution in Pennsylvania to offer an entry-level master's in nursing, designed for students with bachelor's degrees in other fields, opening new pathways to the profession and meeting urgent workforce needs. That same year, La Roche became a university, adding doctoral programs such as our nurse anesthesia practice, while remaining rooted in our values of justice, peace, and inclusion. We also live our mission through the Introcaso Center for Lifelong Learning, fulfilling our previous president, Sister Candace Introcaso's vision of an intergenerational campus. Today, more than 650 learners participate in programs and engage with our students, faculty, and staff as a vital part of our community. Experiential learning is a La Roche hallmark. Through La Roche Experience Core classes and our Solve Center, students began hands-on work in their first semester, applying their studies to real-world clients and communities. This immersive approach is one reason we lead the region in student postgraduate outcomes. Alumni consistently describe their education as transformative. Many of them trace their career success to La Roche, taking a chance on them when other universities would not, or offering them things like credit for work experience as an RN, for example, or night classes for working adults in the 1970s. In 1974, Navy veteran Jim Dill found, in his words, a very warm, loving atmosphere here. Supported and challenged by faculty, he graduated with majors in math and business, launched a distinguished career at Teledyne, and with his wife Marty, gave back with $1 million bequest to La Roche. Recent graduates share similar stories. Francesca Vostel, a non-traditional student once unsure of her path, found her direction as an interior architecture student here. She excelled academically and, with our culture of care, grew into a leader. As a student, she landed an internship first and then a full-time job with Stantec, a global sustainable engineering and architecture firm, and won the Presidential Leadership and Scholarship Award. La Roche's supportive environment, small classes, hands-on learning, and safe campus help students thrive. And the results speak for themselves. Last year, we ranked #1 in our category in Pittsburgh for increasing student social mobility. Our legacy is providence at our foundation, transformation in our history, and service to the world as our purpose. Our values, inclusiveness, integrity, determination, compassion, inspiration, justice, and peace guide all that we do. We continue to create new programs to meet urgent societal needs such as cybersecurity, healthcare, and aviation, while reimagining the humanities for today's world. Yesterday's faculty panel marked a turning point, affirming that the humanities are not peripheral, but essential. Humanistic thinking directly enhances career readiness and addresses the complex challenges students will face in their professional and civic lives. Focusing on curricular innovation, interdisciplinary collaboration, and real-world application, and reflecting a collective vision where humanities education becomes deeply integrated across all fields of study, this initiative will ensure that every graduate possesses the analytical depth, cultural competency, and moral clarity needed to navigate an increasingly interconnected world. We're also preparing students for the digital age. Last year, every undergraduate completed AI literacy and ethics training, and every first-year student earned our new AI literacy micro-certificate. Our thoughtful and measured engagement with AI will continue. Educating for democracy is another priority. Through the Constructive Dialogue Institute, our faculty, staff, and students, including our residence assistants, are being trained to connect meaningfully by asking questions, sharing stories, responding rather than reacting, and finding common ground, because the ability to speak constructively across differences is not only essential in democracy, it's essential on the job and in our private lives. We are deepening our partnership with the Sisters of Divine Providence. Last spring, we launched the Kettler Center for Peace, Justice, and Inclusion, named for Bishop Wilhelm Emanuel von Kettler, the 19th century founder of the Sisters of Divine Providence and social justice bishop, whose advocacy for workers' rights, the poor, and the oppressed laid the foundation for Pope Leo XIII's landmark encyclical Rerum Novarum. The center upholds human dignity, defends rights, and partners with students, faculty, staff, and the wider community to confront pressing issues and to promote solidarity. We've also joined the global Catholic project, Refugees and Migrants in Our Common Home, mobilizing academic communities for action, responding to Pope Francis's call. Our legacy is alive and in motion. While it's common for presidents to outline long-range plans in their inauguration speeches, our rapidly changing world reminds us that flexibility is essential. We face converging crises, geopolitical tensions, humanitarian emergencies, climate change, inequality, technological disruption, and polarization. In this context, our mission is to prepare students to thrive and lead, and to inspire them to be their best for the world. How will we do this? We will continue to ground education in what the Romans called the artes liberales, the skills befitting free people. This tradition encompasses the intellectual, ethical, and moral formation essential for full participation in civic life. Critical thinking, adaptability, ethical reasoning, and creativity remain vital as specific technical skills rapidly become obsolete. Graduating with timeless liberal arts skills and a timely preparation in emerging skills like AI, our students are positioned to succeed in a changing world. These days, it can feel overwhelming for students to find their way, to design their lives, so to speak. To support them, we're embedding vocation exploration into our curriculum, creating opportunities for reflection on values, gifts, and passions. These experiences will encourage them to ask what truly matters, how they might contribute meaningfully to society, how their academic choices can align with their larger life goals, how joy, talent, service, and making a living interact, and how they will use the time of their lives. At the same time, we'll expand experiential learning opportunities and career services to support both well-being and success. We'll continue to grow partnerships locally and globally. With community colleges in our region, we're building seamless pathways from high school all the way through graduate education. And through our global education initiatives, we'll connect our campus to the world, from expanding international student recruitment and strengthening academic collaborations, to developing inclusive global learning opportunities and building impactful partnerships with institutions and governments worldwide. Through these life-changing opportunities for international students, domestic students, faculty, and staff, we're shaping global citizens empowered to lead, connect, and thrive in a dynamic and interconnected world. To increase educational access, we'll expand our direct admission program and close the student financial need gap. What does it look like to close that gap? Currently, 10% of students receive donor-funded scholarships. My goal is that 2/3 of our students will receive philanthropic support by 2030. We'll achieve this by building on our work over the past year with your help. From the very first days of this new chapter, La Roche has been moving forward with extraordinary energy. Nowhere is this more evident than in the work of our university advancement team. They led a record-breaking day of giving, reconnected with alumni, and launched the Trustee Sprint campaign. The results? A 750% increase in funds raised over the previous year, 10 new undergraduate scholarships, $2 million for the University Excellence Fund, expanded programming for veterans, and 3 transformational 7-figure commitments. This momentum will carry La Roche forward as we continue to build a future where every student can flourish. Given that the federal government is eliminating many student loan programs, it is more urgent than ever that individuals and foundations invest in our students' futures. Imagine what is possible with your generosity. This is your moment, in partnership with La Roche, to have an extraordinary impact. We are La Roche University, founded in faith, guided by providence, driven by purpose. Let us imagine together what comes next. Let us imagine extraordinary possibilities, not for prestige, but for people, not for monuments, but for mission. Let us be a university where faith and reason, identity and inclusion, tradition and innovation meet, not in tension, but in transformation. This is our moment. Our legacy is in motion, and it's ours to carry forward together. Thank you.